Adventures, what's up? This is Allegra coming at you with a little bit of information about a project that I am taking on over this year to make our library more cohesive, organized, and efficient for all of your use. Obviously, what you see on the screen here is not actually the Tern Library screen. I want to talk a little bit first about how databases work, which is essentially what Tern is. If you are proficient in website development and database management, this will be really boring, and you can ignore me until I flip over to the screen page, Tern page itself. So what you have here, what I should say is all websites are basically a bunch of stored data. And what you see on the front end of a web page is how that data is accessed. So when you build a website of any kind, you build it with these, content sections. Maybe that's text or video or shapes and colors and themes or images, whatever it happens to be, right? And then the code behind it is just telling the web page what kind of data to display. The library is very much just kind of an integrated way to deal with those data blocks that are going to show up on your itineraries. So you can see here that I have built two tabs. I have a shared with me and a my library tab. So let's say you're starting with things that are in the shared library. In this one, I have three files, which I have called blah, 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 test1, 2, and zippity doodah. If you are looking in a shared library for something and say, oh, I want that. In turn, you will have that lovely button that says copy. And when you press that, that then becomes a copy on a separate data table, which in turn is called your library. So you can see I have those three things here. I know it's a pretty big complaint that many of you guys have, and I know it's frustrating, that if you make a change in something that you have copied, it doesn't retroact to the other data table. Or if you are someone like Cheryl or I who are attempting to create documents and code blocks and information templates for all of you guys, anytime we make a change on our end, it still doesn't automatically update what you have in your own personal library. That is by design, right? So I'm in my library right now, and let's say I see the zippity doodah file and go, you know what? That is not how I spell zippity doodah in my head. So if I change it in my library to zippity doodah, and that's how I want to present that information to my client, I have the right to do that on my data screen. That does not, however, do anything with the one that's in the shared. Okay. We definitely try to take our time to write things in the branded voice of Holiday Road Adventures and keep up on information as current as we possibly can. But we know that sometimes the voice that we use when we are writing content that we present to our clients might not be the same. Or if you're someone like me who really likes to personalize those details for clients, the fact that what you put in your library and your personalization is protected from going back to the shared status, that is actually a good thing. If you guys have any questions about database, data tables, how they work on the back end of websites, just let me know. Anyways, I want to show you what I am working on building in Tern for everybody. So I'm going over here in my activity templates in my library. So you will see here that I have created these folders. You'll see some of them are shared at the moment, just because I have Cheryl and a couple other of you guys, kind of helping out, thinking through this process with me. Um, I have started organizing my library into these 9 folders. Right now, I start with regions of the world, also specific ones for cruise lines and theme parks. United States gets its own, as well as information blocks for non destination specific. Within these, we'll go into the theme park one right now, since we book a lot of Disney and a lot of theme park travel. You will find subfolders. So in Walt Disney World, we have general activities, the 4 major theme parks, information blocks, resorts, tickets, and transportation. So let's say we go into Magic Kingdom. I have these right now. Magic Kingdom broken down into. Let's open up, please. I don't know why. There we go. I have that broken down into activities and restaurants. If I go to activities, you will see some blocks that I have moved in right now for some of the different rides and some of the other personalization stuff that I have done for my clients. If you go to restaurants, you'll also see a restaurant list of activity templates starting to build. My goal in this right now, because we really want to work on our efficiency, and we have software tool now that can easily do that. Um, we've always worked on the principle that if it can be used for more than one client, we want to create that one time so you don't have to work again. Okay. So what we have started doing is making these folders, and then slowly I'm going to be releasing those into the shared with me as I feel like they're in a good spot, right? We have a couple of you guys have already have shared. Kelly Greer and Cheryl have shared a lot of information with me already, which is wonderful, so that we can try to build up that shared knowledge base. So hopefully, within, I don't know, the next few weeks or so, you will be able to have access to a lot of information, ready to go blocks that you can put on client itineraries that aren't just things that you have done yourself. Okay. Goal with this, let's open Europe here. So I'm going to open it. I haven't looked at Cheryl's things yet, but I know I have things in mind that would be a good example. I'm sure hers are as well. So if we go into Europe here, let's go into Ireland. I've got quite a few things in there. When I open up Dublin, I've got some activities, some hotels, and some transportation. The goal that I want to do for you guys is not only to have the information for you, but also right away the property or the supplier where those things have been booked through, so that when you are starting to figure out trips for your clients, you can readily see where to go book that as well. So here's a car rental, Dublin Express, the Alamo, Dublin to Airport bus booked through the Dublin Express. The goal in this is to help you guys be more efficient in everything. When I move over these folders into the shared with me library, and I'm going to go through here and add these, and you can see I've got a bunch of others here too. You will get an email that says that you have a new shared folder. I would encourage you to not automatically go ahead and copy everything over into your personal library. The reason for that is when and if changes are made or any of that stuff, we want to make sure that you're looking at the most updated and everything blocks. And we will continue to add things into these same folders as well. So it's a good practice to only grab what you need for that trip. Another bonus of this is like, hey, you have a client who comes to you and says, hey, I want to go to Italy. Um, I don't know what to do or where to put my clients. I don't know much about Italy. Obviously, we'd like you to go do your training, but you can also look in here right away and look at all of these cities that we already have at least a little bit of information for. So if you look at Rome, we've got a lodging folder started for Rome. Boom, there are 5 hotels right there uh, that are ones that people maybe they've suggested to their clients, maybe they've already had clients booked there, but all that information is already there for you. And so you don't have to go find it. You don't have to start at step one trying to find the information or ideas to suggest to your client because we as an agency already have it. What the success of all of this only it is very much dependent on sharing our knowledge together. Uh, if you have time, and obviously we are in the middle of wave season where we often see an increase in volume of requests, uh, please always put your clients first. Um, but it would be wonderful for all of you to share just with me, not with the agency, all of your library and your information and template blocks. It is kind of it's an annoying process because you have to save each one separately. But then so you just go to your trip. See, so you guys can see the trips that I'm working on right now. So if I go into, let's say, let's find out that's not Disney. So France, got some people going to the south of France in March. I'm very excited about that. So you can go in here and just click on the 3 little dots next to it and put Save as Template. I don't think I've saved this one as a template yet, so this is a good one to say it. If you have already set up template folders for yourself in your own library, then you can organize it. So I want to have these guys in France, and it's in Montpellier, and I put it in the lodging folder. I actually have a feeling I have done this one already. And then you just push create. And then that stays as a block that you can use later. And again, for any of your other clients going to those same places, or then if you share it, it becomes part of our shared knowledge and anybody can use it, which is pretty great. Once we get these folders published for everybody, probably once a month or so, you will see a new folder that says something like February 2026 updates. Okay. Um, then in that folder, I will put anything that has come in over that last month. I will try to organize it into those same folders and everything. But then, that there are things that are new. Okay. So this is kind of what we're gonna go for this year. I think it'll be. I don't have anything to do with that yet, so I'm gonna delete that folder. Should really help on an efficiency and a time saving standpoint for you guys, both from a kind of a research perspective, as well as a professionality perspective. We are all about sharing knowledge. We're all about helping each other out because we all do better when we all do better. So let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I will start sharing these folders when I have folders and itinerary blocks that I feel are good and ready to release to everybody in the world. All right, thanks, guys. You guys are all doing awesome. Please continue to reach out to us with any questions you have about anything, and we'll rock it out from there. All right, bye, guys.